Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Backpack Trader Training Room for Thursday, September 12th, 2024. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It's not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and can only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right, done with the disclosure for today. So if we expand charts. Crude in its third trade of the morning. First trade was a full loss. Stop and reverse adjustment carried us up to the full stop out. That was 22 tick risk, 44 tick loss. And then got 18 to target 1 on the second trade, plus 12 on the trailer. Trailer exits at the short entry, and we reversed to short. For 30 ticks net, leaving us down 14, and we're currently short. Unleaded as a get in sync trade set up roughly a minute and a half before our start time. Here's our start time is right in here, right there. So we are in the trade as a get in sync. That goes through target 2. Target 1 and 2 traders will both be power quitting on this trade. Target 2 is 59 ticks. And we trail out to 91.77 from the entry at 91.28. So 49 ticks on the trailer, 59 for target, 108 ticks. That almost erases yesterday's session. Yesterday's morning session, we did get a, I don't remember what we did in the crude oil inventory session yesterday. So let's bring up, yeah, there's the micro NQ. All right, well, market just opened. We'll wait 4 minutes for the micro NQ. Actually, no, market hasn't opened yet. Another 30 seconds. So we're short on crude. Got about 30 seconds. We have a get in sync on soybeans, and we're flat on the way in. Crude has tested the moving averages a couple of times, and we have a get in sync short now on the micro NQ. And this is a sizable trade because we do have a wick on the setup bar. Not quite big enough to move our target down to target 1, so our target will remain at target 2. Market is open, and we should be in this short trade on the micro on the YM. And now we have a long stop and reverse. Just gave us a chance to get into that. If not, mark it out of the short. Be at 906. I think we should have had time to get into that at 906. Pound Aussie also in a winning trade. YM target 1 and trailing. Okay, small loss. We go from 894 to 906. 12 ticks, down 24. Picked up 26 on target, and we're now almost to target 4 with the trailer. In fact, we're just over target 4 now at 984. So that is going to be a win. Micro NQ has gone too far. That's gone beyond money management, so that trade is off the table. Micro Russell doesn't have anything. 10 ticks so far on the target 1 on crude. So we're down 4. We've got 1 on the trailer at the moment. We need at least 3 more to get break even. 4 to target 2. Target 2 is worth 16. Still waiting for our start time on the Micro NQ. Actually, we may. Yeah, still 30 seconds to our start time, and there's target 1, so that trade is off the table. YM trade did stop out. It's going to be done. Soybeans got in sync, and we showed a stop and reverse. Stop and reverse exit is going to keep us in the short trade. That's going to be 1008 flat. So we are currently in a short on soybeans. YM is done. Crude is still short. Or wait a minute, did it? Yeah, crude got down to target 2 at 17, picking up 16 ticks, getting us to positive 12 ticks on the session. And power of quitting. And our long, early long on micro NQ just stopped out, so we'll look for a new trade there. That trade was too early for our start time. Pound Aussie's gotten 2 targets and trailer now at 549. Possible stop and reverse on the soybeans chart. All right, we have one position off at target 1 already for 22 pips. Position off at target 2 for 34 pips. And the trailer is currently sitting at target 1. 3 more positions at 22 ticks at least, or 22 pips. So we're already at 122 pips and still have 3 positions working. Target 3 is worth 46. Oops, I wasn't watching. We got a short on the micro NQ. That's a break-even trade. Reaching target 1 and coming back. Break-even stop out. Long setup on the micro Russell. That's gone back below the stop, but the trade is still valid until we get a crossover, which looks like it's going to happen on this bar. We've still got a crossover so far. And there's the crossover, sets up a short, cancels the long. Short triggers in. Actually, target 2 is big enough that that's where we'll move our actionable target to. This one's got a wick on it, so target 1 is definitely going to be our money management level. No need to move that this time. I wasn't watching that. The micro NQ setup looks like it very likely would have been a valid trade. And we would be break even now, possibly even trailing. No, we're not trailing yet. We got to get it up above target 2. Short on the micro Russell, long on the micro NQ. Still short on soybeans, long on the pound Aussie. And another break even on the micro NQ, transitioning to short. Money management on both micro NQ and micro Russell. And the micro Russell is a break-even stop out. Micro NQ is a break-even. That went through too fast to catch. to the long side. So that's a get in sync at this point. No question that went through too fast in micro NQ. Soybeans getting very close to stopping and reversing to long. Yeah, 126 pips in hand, given where the trailing stop is in the pound Aussie. 3 positions in play. Targets 3, 4, and trail. Long trade on the micro Russell. I would call that it's most likely a no trade. I didn't see how fast that was. And there is a short. Does trigger in. Need to move down 3. Looks like we still may have gotten it. It's going to be 5. Yep, money management. And so that is going to be an intra-bar break-even stop. So that will be 2 break-evens. Full stop out on the short. And now we're in a long on the micro Russell, or micro NQ, I'm sorry. One, two, three. That was a no trade. So this is full losses 4. And we're in the long trade, or trade number 5. And that, unfortunately, is, let's see, that's a break even on the short. That's trade number 2. Full loss on trade number 3, and now we have another break even on trade number 4. Another intra-bar break even. Let's come down 3 again. We're going to get through that. And now we transition to long. Well, we have a long setup anyway. And that triggers in. And to go up 3. This is at 6. Trade number 5 is a loss on the micro NQ. And trade number 5. All right, we're still in the original short. And we just triggered into a new short, so that cancels our stop and reverse. So we are back. We're definitely in this short back here. Looking for money management and target 1 at 1,002 flat. Target 2 at 1,001/4. All right, target 4 was a full loss on micro Russell, and we now are transitioning into a short. It has a little bit of a wick on it. Oh yeah, we need to go 5 ticks. It's going to go down to 09.5. And we get money management and we did it again. That's going to be an intra-bar stop out or a break even. Calculator will track it as a valid trade. That's an intra-bar stop out. That would be a winner. Trade number 5 is going to be another break even. Pound Aussie stopped out at 549, so 126 pips this morning. Short trade on micro Russell, or micro NQ. Sizable trade. Target 1 will be our first actionable. As well as our money management. There it is. Winner on trade number 5. We needed that. Stop comes to break even. 253.25. Soybean still in the original short trade. Couple of losses and 4 break evens on the micro Russell this morning. YM and the Pound Aussie both getting to power of quitting. Positive results. just shy of target 2. How close did we get? 99.5 was our low. 199.5. And target 2 is 98.75. 3 ticks. Target 2 and trailing 206.25. Micro NQ. So look for target 3 now. We already have 2 targets in hand. Micro Russell stops out of that trade. That ends the session is already over because that was an intra-bar break even. That was 5, so we are in a long trade on the micro NQ. Money management. This is going to be at least a break even. This is our final trade of the morning. The micro NQ. Soybeans still in the short. Soybeans in the micro NQ just hitting target, so that's a second win. And trailing on the micro NQ. This trade should have gotten us to definitely have gotten us into positive territory. $241.25 for the trailing stop. Target 3 in hand. $244.25. Soybeans stuck on the EMAs, 50 and 200 right together there. And that's where the price level is. calculator is going to be tracking the second short, but we're actually in white trade. That was a get in sync. Start time right in here. Well, actually, yeah, we had a nice long wick on that bar, so we should have gotten in on that bar, it looks like. And micro NQ stops out. Targets 2 and 3 on that trade. Lost slightly more than target 2 on the trailer for 2 positions. Definitely a positive session for micro NQ. So we are down to just soybeans. We have a minute 40 to go to our 10 a.m. crude mini session. All right, we're in our 10 a.m. mini session. And there is a short on crude. 67.79. All right, we didn't get into the short, got in the long, it just got in target one, so that'll be another one and done session. Or this will be another one and done session. Since we did get target, I will keep the stop at 68.02. Not key leveling it since we already have a target in hand. Soybeans still short, crude still long. That's a good morning. Just the two charts running, and we're only 5 minutes after 10. Crude is going to be done. And target 2 on crude, so that finishes the session there. $14 and $23 for $37 in the morning session. That's an add-on trade. And the add-ons off so we don't get confused with those. Yeah, it's not very confusing us anymore. So we have just soybeans remaining. We're making some nice moves this morning. Really helpful trading range. Took us 3 trades, but we did get positive on the mornings on that AM session, and this one is one and done. I can give soybeans another 5 or 6 minutes. Give it another 7 minutes. We'll run till about 10:15. If it hasn't, it seems to be settling into consolidation at the moment. Soybeans right now working back and forth between the 20 SMA and the 50 and 200 EMAs. We couldn't get another. Well, let's see. No, they're not going to even start the exhaustion dots till the second blue bar. And we'd also have to have the trend indicator turn blue, which it actually currently is on the second blue bar. So far, it's wanting to turn back red on the current bar, but that hasn't closed yet, so we don't know for sure that that's what it will do. Give it another 5 minutes or so. Now, if you're trading it, obviously you wouldn't just stop watching it. You make sure that this trade, at least this trade, resolves one way or the other. But you would continue to follow your trade plan. This soybeans trade plan originally came about as okay, now we got the possibility coming up. So low of the current bar is 6.5. So we would go to 7 3/4. The bar 8 1/4 would be the standard setup. 8 3/4 would be our stop and reverse. this bar counts as another down bar because it closed at the same level that the prior bar closed. So it doesn't count as an up bar yet. So this is our first up bar in the sequence to get exhaustion dots. Current bar would be our third, but it's got to go up, and the trend indicator has got to come up, which currently it's not. So even if we got a reversal setup, it would be filtered at this point. Okay, we got down to 6 1/4, so yeah, 7 1/2 is the bar close. So 8 1/2 would be our stop and reverse if it is not filtered out. Need just one more tick. There it is. So there, yeah, there's the setup at 880, and we did turn up. So that is a valid stop and reverse at 08 at 1,008 1/2. Just 2 ticks below the session high. Since we've already got a 2-tick adjustment in this trade, I don't want to push it up even more. Of course, our original stop was 1,009 1/2. There's 8 1/4. And I'm going to trigger. Yep, there's the trigger into the long. So we are long on soybeans. Okay, that would be a loss of 16 ticks times 4 positions, or 16 points. Interesting stop placement. That plotted stop is showing up at 1,004 1/2, right in between the 50 and the 200. Given that the 200 is sitting, 200 EMA is sitting at 1,432. Yeah, I think I would bring and you have a swing down here to 1,004 even. I think I'd bring that down to 1,003 3/4. Just give it some room to breathe. So there is our trade. Gonna have to do some work to get positive on this session. First order of business is to get up above the session high at 1009 flat. Questions or comments? Well, that's getting up within a tick of the session high. We're going to have to push through that. That looks like it's not going much of anywhere. Yeah, pulling back and just bouncing back and forth a tick or so. Now, there's no use in us sitting here just watching that. Decide if it's going up or down. It looks very much like we're in consolidation at the moment. Obviously, at some point, it will break one way or the other. But I don't think we need to, unless you're actually trading that, I'm not going to sit here and watch it. Keep everybody here while just watching that one. So we will see everybody next week then. Regular schedule next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday, crude oil inventory report at 10:30 Eastern. So we'll see everybody next week. Have a good trading tomorrow, good trading Monday, and have a wonderful weekend.